Well, we got a new inflation report that we need to discuss because just this morning we learned that our CPI came in at 2.7%. That was actually a little bit less than what they were expecting. We were expecting 2.8%. So that's actually pretty good. But it's what we are now seeing moving forward. Because even though our CPI report shows 2.7%, the problem is we still have inflation. It's 0.2% month over month. Now, that's not terrible, but the Federal Reserve wants to get it down to just 2%. So what does that mean? Well, that's what we're going to discuss in today's video. So if you're wondering what's going on, where are prices going up, where are they going down, well, you need to watch this video. I'm going to explain the 3 main points, all right? So we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, all I ask is if you enjoy these daily updates, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button, and now let's begin. So where is inflation coming from? Well, we saw shelter. Shelter is the big one, and it did increase by 0.2% month over month. That's where people are getting hurt the most, is when they are renting an apartment or buying a home. We still haven't seen interest rates drop yet, so that's a concern. We are seeing food prices are staying fairly flat, which is good. Utilities, energy costs, that's actually going down, and it dropped 1.1% month over month. So that's actually pretty good news. But here's the bigger news. Even though the CPI report showed we're going to be at 2.7%, the concern is we still have another report on Thursday. That's the one that the Federal Reserve really looks at. So do we think that the Federal Reserve is going to cut rates in September? We're a month away. The expectation as of right now is yes. The Federal Reserve would likely cut rates, but it depends on what Thursday's report looks like. It also depends what our job numbers are going to look like in September. And it's also going to depend on what the CPI report shows in September as well. The concern right now is that we are only seeing a part of the tariff increases, that it's not hit the entire economy just yet. If that's the case, what do tariffs actually look like when they are fully integrated into the economy? That's what we don't know. Or we do know and nothing's happening. That's where so many people are wondering, why are we not seeing prices increase? What's happening? Because we do have tariffs. We see prices at the grocery store. We see prices for renting an apartment and utilities and things like that. Everything is getting more expensive, but yet we look at our CPI report and it doesn't show it. That's the concern. Are we being fed false numbers just to try to get the Federal Reserve to lower rates? This is exactly what we brought up when President Biden was saying the economy is strong. Right? We are doing extremely well. And a lot of economists came out and said, no, we are not doing extremely well. There's a lot of concerns. Here's the red flag. And yet nothing happened. And then many months later, we learned that, yeah, the numbers were kind of doctored. So we'll see what happens there. But here's the interesting part. President Trump is he's going full bore on, tariffs. He is not backing down. We are not going to see these reversed. Tariffs are going to be part of the U.S. economy. That right there is the big question mark. Do we see prices increase? As of right now, they are not increasing as much as many people were predicting. That's the big question mark. And again, if we don't see prices increase as much because suppliers in China and these other countries are able to take on some of the price increases, that's great. If the companies here in the United States are able to eat some of those costs as well, that's great as well. And if we are only seeing a small little increase for the consumers here in the United States, that's perfect. As long as we're not seeing a 15-20% jump in prices, we'll be perfectly fine. If prices are only jumping, 2.7%, we're okay. So, what does this mean moving forward? Well, we still have to be cautious, okay? Many people are not buying what they used to. You think about what you purchased during the pandemic. My guess is you're not buying anything close to that. You're not buying a whole new wardrobe. You're not changing your style every single season. That's okay. My guess is you're also not buying new furniture for your home every year. People aren't buying new cars every year. People aren't upgrading their homes right now. These are major expenses. And so the fact of the matter is this: if people are not purchasing the big stuff, where do they draw the line? Some people aren't buying a new house. Others aren't buying new cars. Others not going on vacation. Some people aren't even buying a new TV. I've been saying this for, a few years now. I've been looking at buying a new TV, but yet my TV isn't bad. It's a 60-some inch TV, whatever. And it's like, it still works, still perfectly fine, still fairly new. And I've been thinking about upgrading it, but go to the store and it's like, do I really need to? No. And so, again, I'm the average consumer. I don't want to go and spend, $2,000 on a new TV. Just don't want to do it. I don't want to go and spend $500 on a new vacuum. No. And so I don't. But let me ask you this. What are things that you have been putting off for either several months or several years? Let me know down in the comment section below. For me, it's a TV. Haven't been buying one. Don't plan on buying one unless mine actually breaks. But again, hopefully that's not the case. So let me know down in the comment section below, what are you waiting on? Because again, you are the average consumer. If you're not buying things, my guess is others aren't either. So this could be really good news moving forward for the rest of 2025. We may not see prices increase as much. If that's the case, we could see President Trump really double down on tariffs, which could be huge for the United States as far as bringing in additional revenue, paying down our debt, and possibly getting a $600 rebate check from tariffs. Again, that's still on the table. So we'll see what happens moving forward. But as of today, that is what we know. Once we get the new inflation report this Thursday, I'll bring you that update as soon as possible, let you know what the Federal Reserve is saying and how this is going to impact every single one of us over the next few months. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.